Yat Asia family. So I've been thinking lately about the power of representation, not because it's a popular topic, but because I get to experience it every day in my workplace. So at work, I travel to universities and meet with students on campus from all walks of life. Some are confident in knowing what they want and what career paths they want to choose. Some are still trying to figure themselves out on what they want to become. And some are simply looking for one reason to believe they belong. And through these campus interactions and campus conversations, I've learned that sometimes it takes just one person to change everything. I've watched students' face light up when they realize that they're talking to someone who understands their journey. Sometimes they're native, sometimes they're first generation college students, or they may be women wondering if there's a place for them in finance or in leadership. Sometimes they're students of color trying to imagine themselves in spaces where they've never seen people who look like them. And every time it reminds me that representation isn't just about being seen, it's about me helping others to see what's possible for them. I've had people in my life, when I look back on my own life journey, that have made an impact on me. And I realize that because of that, my story isn't defined by just one thing. I'm a Dene, I'm an Indigenous woman, I'm a woman in finance, I'm a woman of color in leadership, I'm a mom, I'm a recruiter, I'm a project manager, I'm a mentor. And each of these experiences has allowed me to connect with someone who may have never felt represented before. And that's something that I don't take for granted. Because when I was younger, I didn't see many Indigenous women in corporate America. And even today, when I show up for work, I don't see many people who look like me sitting at leadership tables. Yes, there are moments when I question if I truly belong, but over time, that question changed. So instead of asking myself, do I belong here? I started asking, who might need to see someone like me here? And that one question changed the way I saw my purpose because my presence stopped being about trying to prove something. It became focused on creating possibilities with the gifts that I have been given. For example, growing up on the reservation gave me a perspective that we are strong and resilient. The res teaches us humility. It teaches us how to listen before we speak or how to care for one another. It teaches us how to keep going even when life is hard. These aren't disadvantages, these are gifts. They're the very qualities that the world needs of us and they need more of. Another is being a mom. This role taught me compassion, it taught me patience, and working in finance taught me confidence. Leadership roles taught me that my voice doesn't have to be the loudest in the room to make a difference. It just has to be genuine and authentic. And then my Diné culture. In my Diné culture, we're taught that our actions affect generations that follow us or that the young people watch us. And I believe representation is one way we honor that teaching. And every time we choose to show up as ourselves, we leave a path for someone else to follow. So, to whoever is listening to my channel, whether you're a student, whether you're a parent, whether you're just part of our community, don't wait for permission. Find the drive, find that courage, find that power that you already have within you to trust your story, to embrace it, to trust your voice. And remember, maybe you're the first in your family to graduate, the first to leave the reservation to pursue an education, or the first to build a career and become a leader in spaces where we're rarely been represented. But just remember that your journey isn't just about you. And every step you take or every path you make makes it a little clearer and easier for the next generation. So, thank you so much for listening. Lead with your heart and rise.